After the turnover, it's Tua. On the move to his left. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll run Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Daniels looking to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. Short throw here to the tight end Bates. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that, but I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson. He's to the 15, and he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., 52 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablishing confidence in him to run this offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he finally goes out of bounds, so he couldn't take it the distance, but all the way inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jonnu Smith, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Off the play fake, Daniels. Flush to his right. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder.